Hey guys, it's April 15th. I thought I'd take a little video of this farm that I'm cleaning up. Knock some trees down. Eventually, I guess this house is going to come down. I'm not kidding you when I say that house is so full of stuff that you can't even walk in the front door. It's like they started upstairs, filled every room, filled the hallway, filled the stairs, then did the same thing on the bottom level. I don't know when they're going to get that cleared out. It's kind of been a pain in the butt cleaning stuff up out here because he's not sure what he even has, what he wants to keep. Things like this trailer and this wagon. He's not sure if he wants to keep it. Doesn't know where he wants it, if he does. I just don't see what he would ever do with them. I mean, he's got to be mid-80s. Sad news, my horse laid down on me. Starter went out on the 77 last week. I took it down and had it rebuilt. It's $300, but tell you what, I'm happy with that old girl. I think I did all right for $6,000 on it. It's a solid machine. I've put, I want to say with the starter, I put around $600-700 in it. That's new brake pads, and just working some bugs out of it. You know, it had sat forever. It just happened to be a good one, I guess. I bought some stuff off him out here. Bought a grain truck, some other things for scrap. I got this John Deere 6600 combine off him for scrap. I played with it, brought some batteries out, cleaned the connections all up, got the engine turning over. It would fire on ether. It does have, it's got an electric pump in the fuel tank that pumps diesel up to a mechanical pump on the engine. The electrical pump is out. I'm not going to mess with it anymore. I'm going to drag it back, put it on the internet for parts, and get out of it what I can. I don't imagine that it's in very good shape. Sat for years, and I'm not a farmer, so it's not like I can take that thing out and try it out and give someone an honest opinion on it. I did talk him out of a planter and some old tanks and the bean head off that 6600. Now this has piqued my interest. This is an old Deere 14T baler. I got a wild hair to buy this and start baling hay. My parents have a piece of property that could easily be baled, and they do have horses, and I like to play around with a couple cows here and there. I'll be honest, I baled a lot of hay in high school, but I was on the rack. I think these old Deere balers are pretty good. I know they're slow, and I think they might be a little temperamental. Clearly it would take a lot of tinkering, you know, and fooling with. He did tell me, he said $200 is what he wants out of it. Let me know what you guys think, especially if you have some experience with these old 14Ts. I know there's a couple people around that do use them still. I see them using them every year. But sitting like that, I don't know. I suppose there's not much that can go wrong with it, just sitting there. It was in a shed. I drug it out here as I'm clearing. There's this little shed here. I can't knock it down yet. He's waiting on his kid to come out, see what he wants out of it. I'm not actually totally sure what else is in there, but we're going to find out right now. Got some old motorcycles. Got in there. That's kind of a cool looking little Honda tank. I'd hang that on my shelf. None of this stuff excites me at all. This all looks like a bunch of junk to me. If there was a combat wombat in here, it'd be a different story. That'd get me going. So we gotta let him decide on that. Fella did stop and buy that corn head off that 6600. So I pulled that off. Got a pretty sweet Thunderbird sitting here, but she's a little worse for wear. I mean, I think she's about gone. Said he's saving it for his kids, but I got a pretty good feeling his kids want nothing to do with this thing. I could be totally wrong. Maybe they do. Maybe it's worth tons and tons of money, but I don't think so. I'll probably be out here next year hauling her into the boneyard. This did pique my interest right here, the 706. It'd be a fun little tractor to have, just to play around with. I do a lot of playing. It's got a loader on it, if you guys didn't notice. But she's been leaking. It's been leaking a lot. This was shedded too. We drug it out so we could not shed down. Tires are not in the best shape. The thing with this stuff is, and I've ran into this before with these old guys, they kind of lose track of time a little bit. It seems like in his mind, he just quit farming. You know, a couple years ago. Everything ran a couple years ago. Well, a couple years ago, realistically, was probably more like 15 years. And like I say, it'd be fun to play with. Batteries won't take a charge. I don't know if it's stuck. I guess we could put her in gear, wrap chain around it, and drag it. I've been down that road before where, oh yeah, run good. Last year was 5 years ago, and it'd been sitting out without a can on the exhaust. I drug it home and it was locked up. I had a Deutz, I can't remember what the numbers were on, D10006 I believe, and that was the case with it. But I generally try to buy everything so I don't, you know, if I get it home and it's a total turd, at least I can haul it to the junkyard and maybe not lose a whole bunch on it. Dug this hole. This is about the third time I burnt this hole down. I actually came out here today I lit it up this morning again. I'm going to stir it up with the excavator, try to get it burned down a little farther. A lot of tin in there. I decided if I'm going to pull all that out and haul it to the junkyard or not. I come out here and I loaded up a heck of a big load of short steel, torched it all down, prepared, hauled it in with the dump truck, $260. That's not hardly worth your time. Got a couple more tractors here. He's keeping the Farmall. Couldn't talk him out of it. He's keeping it for sure. Here's some more stuff he's saving. Got a sweet mini bike frame. He's gonna go pop some wheelies on it. I torched these leaf springs off an old car frame that was down there. No idea what he wants those for. But now this 1066, this I would enjoy. I asked him about it. He said it run when he parked it. Didn't run great, so that's a good sign. He said it had, I don't know, some kind of fuel issue or something. It wasn't getting fuel. I think he was talking about, I'm not exactly sure on this because I haven't looked, but I think he was talking about when the tank gets down so low and one side's supposed to transfer over to the other, it's got a slug or something in it. I absolutely don't need this thing, but it would absolutely be fun to have. I love tinkering with stuff. I love trying to get old stuff running. I don't know what a fair price is to offer him on it. I mean, there's clearly some parts someone would use. It's straight, I'll give it that. She's straight. I mean, you know, someone restoring one. You could sell the tin work off it. You could sell, you know, just whatever somebody wants. Make a couple dollars. The problem is that they always say, well, come on out and get it running. You know, come on out, work on it on your time, your dime, and see if you can get her going. Well, as soon as this old stuff fires up, you know, if it's running, it's worth much more than it is right now. But let me know what you guys think about that baler. I'm kind of curious. I don't know. It's got me intrigued. I got to get the rest of this cleaned up. Done, I think, about all I'm going to do with the 77 for now. out here. I'll take a couple more swipes, clean a little bit more of this up with it, I guess, and then either bring a skid steer out or the case. The little case will be nice for dressing this stuff up. That thing's just a big old horse. She tears a lot of stuff up. But yeah, no, let me know. Let me know what you guys think about that 1066 and that 706 and that baler. Thanks for watching.